Good day, folks. Welcome to Bright's Mind Academy, where we bring brilliance to every lesson. Let us look at the type of question under nomenclature again, okay? Yes. So now we have the table here. The table here now contains 6 organic compounds represented by letters A to F, right? Yes. 2.3 dimethyl pentane. This is a what? Dimethyl pentane. This is an alkane. C is C3H6O2. This can either be a carboxylic acid or an ester. Why? Because it has a general formula CnH2nOO2. Okay, CnH2nO2. If it is an ester, it is like that. If it is a carboxylic acid, it has a carboxyl group. Right? Yes. CH3, CH2, CO, CH3. The one that has an O in the middle, it is normally a ketone. Let us draw that and prove that to you. CH3, CH2, C double bond, O, CH3. Can you see? This is a what? It is a ketone. This is a ketone. This is a ketone. Ketone. And a ketone has a functional group that is of carbonyl. 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 CH3OH, this is an alcohol. Why? CH3C or CH3OH, like that. Okay, yes. I want to believe this is a carboxylic acid and they'll want these two to react and form an ester. Hey, we'll see. Alcohol has a what? Hydroxyl group. Hydroxyl group. Butanol, this is an aldehyde. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is a ketone, this is a butanol. And they have 4 carbons, 4 carbons. These two are functional isomers because now they have the same number of carbons. And we know these are functional isomers. CH3, CH2, CH2, COOH, CH3. This is a ketone, an ester. Okay. Why is this an ester? Because now CH3, I want you to draw this. CH3, CH2, CH2, C double bond O, O, CH3. Like that. Can you see? Like that. Because OO, it is in the middle, so it is an ester. But if it is OOH, it was going to be carboxylic acid. So I want to believe this will become a carboxylic acid. Why? Because I want to believe the examiner, can you see, will say, let this carboxylic acid react with this alcohol to form me this product. Is it true? Yes. Check. CH3H6, CH3, 1, 2, 3, 3 carbons. And then the alcohol has 1 carbon, 1 carbon. This is me now assuming, but let's see. Define the term molecular formula. A molecular formula, it is a what? It is, I don't know. It is a formula that presents the exact or unsimplified number of atoms in a molecule. Okay, it tells you it formula that shows or that shows the exact number of atoms in a molecule. Okay, or you can use the definition, I don't know. But remember, molecular formula and empirical formula. Empirical formula, it is the simplest whole number ratio of elements in an atom. Here it is the what? A whole number. It shows the exact number of elements in a compound. State quarters of gas with this definition. 2.1.2, write down the structural formula of compound B. What is compound B? C3 structural formula of compound B, C3H6O6. O2 like that. So it's gonna be C3, and now H, H, H like that, H like that, H like that. Double bond O, O, H. Am I having six carbon hydrogens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Three carbons. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Two oxygens. 1, 2. Yes. But it's unfair that the examiner does not tell you whether it is an ester or what. It will be acceptable if you draw this name. For me, if you draw an ester appropriately, correctly, it will be acceptable because the examiner does not tell you whether it is an ester or carboxylic acid. So, but yeah, it is a carboxylic acid. You'll get just 2 marks for now, a functional group thereof, then everything correct, another mark. How cool is that? For F, which is our aldehyde, name of formula in which it belongs to. It is an aldehyde. Sorry. For F, where is F? Here is F. F is an ester. Its name, I can see it is 1, 2, 3 carbons or 4 carbons. Oh, 4 carbons from a carboxylic acid, or you can draw it. You can draw it so that you do not say I'm lying. CH3, CH2, CH2, C double bond O, C double bond O, O, CH3. So remember when I name an ester, I start from what? From an alcohol and say how many number of carbons I have. I have 1. So it's going to be methyl. Remember alcohol, it is something I. Then carboxylic acid, how many carbons? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I always forget it is carbon when I named, but no, I'm not forgetting it. 1, 2, 3, 4, it is 4. So it is butanol. Remember, it is something I from alcohol, then something O8. Yeah, O8, yeah. O8. O8 from carboxylic acid, so it is butanoate. Butanone, it is for ketone. Okay, something I, something O8. Okay, this one from an alcohol, this one comes from a carboxylic acid. How interesting is that? For compound C and E are functional isomers. Is it true? Yes. Can you see? I already indicated here, or these two are now what? Functional isomers. So then what? Define what is a functional isomer. A functional isomer are what? Are compounds with the same what? Same molecular formula, but different functional group. How interesting is that? 2.3.2, name the, write down the name of the functional group of compound E. Compound E, it is what? Compound E, it is aldehyde. Functional group of aldehyde, it is formyl. You can just say formyl or formyl group. Write down the molecular formula of compound C. Compound C, it is CH3, CH2, COOH. This is condensed. Molecular formula is going to be how many carbons? 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 4 carbons. 4 carbons. Then I know the general formula, it is CnH2nO. So I will have H8, then 1 oxygen. Or you can just count here. Hydrogen, it is 3 plus 2 plus 3. It is 6 plus 2, it is 8. Then 1 oxygen. Write down the IUPAC name of the chain isomer of E. Chain isomer of E. E, it is butanol. Okay? Butanol, it is like this. So the chain isomer of this one needs to have three carbons. Okay, then one of them should be what? A branch. Okay, so this will be what? Two. The chain isomer of this one will be what? 2. Can you see I have a branch on carbon number 2? 2 methyl what? 1, 2, 3 propanol. Remember, when I name an aldehyde, I do not say the functional group of, sorry, the functional group, I do not number the functional group. Okay? Yes. How interesting is that? 2.4.3, where am I? Where am I? Where am I? IUPAC name of chain isomer. Oh, I've already drawn, written that. Here it is. So now, 2.4.1, write down the letter that represents the hydrocarbon. Remember, hydrocarbon, it is alkane, alkene, alkyne. Hydrocarbon, alkane, alkene, alkyne. Number A. Number A. Structural formula of compound A. Yo. 2.3 dimethyl pentane. Pent, it is the longest chain. Pent, it is the longest chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Longest chain, it is pent. Right? And it is an A in single bond. Then I'm told on carbon number 2 and number 3, I have a what? A methyl. Carbon number 2 and number 3, I have a methyl. So on carbon number 2, I have a methyl. On carbon number 3, I also have a methyl. You can also write it here, it's fine. But I do not want to create a confusion. Okay? Then I can fill up everything. How interesting is that? Do not add carbons, extra carbons. You add carbons where they are needed. You miss one carbon, you are out. How interesting is that? 2.3 dimethyl pentane. Very, very interesting. For 3 marks, it is very straightforward. This one, okay, correctly named, then the whole part, another mark. How easy 3 marks is that? Okay, how easy 3 marks is that? 2.4.3, general formula of the homologous series to which now compound A belongs. Now, an alkane, its general formula is what? CnH2n plus 2. How interesting? How interesting is this? Very interesting, right? Organic chemistry, rather, it is very, very an interesting topic, which I'd advise you, a master organic chemistry, master question 5. You are done. For June. For September, you have to master them all. General formula of the, now, here we are here. General formula of the functional group of D. D. Functional group of D. What is D? A, B, C, D. They want what? The structural formula of the functional group. Oh, functional group, structural formula of the functional group of the alcohol. It is what? This is 2.4.4. When you answer that, they want you to show that what is special about alcohol. Alcohol, we just see it, it has what? OH, then it has other bonds. This is what you show us. Okay, we need to show the structure of a functional group. Meaning now it says, okay, on you will see a carbon. If you see something like there's a carbon and something, and then OH, then that is a what? That is an alcohol. When you add H here, H here, H here, you will get it wrong. It is no longer a what? A functional group, the structure of a functional group. It is rather a compound, because when I do this, this becomes a methyl, a methanol. So it is no longer a functional group structure. It is rather a what? A compound, okay? So you just say, this is what I need to draw. How important and nice is that? Okay, so yes, that is all from me on now. This type of question thereof. Let's move on to the second one, which is now, or the third one, which is physical properties. Okay, yes. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed.